points up for grabs. Winner goes into the 8.
Oh, look at the heads over the ball now, Tim. It's a hard prune to be won at ground level. Grundy off the ground, in there towards Jeddah. The little win for Brown. Side bottom with some magical evasion skills. They break him open through the middle. Broomhead goes out wide. There was nothing on long. Needs to be marked, and it is here by Greenwood. Greenwood nothing on. So he gives the handball off the side bottom. He has to buy a bit of time, and now he launches one for more. Up, over the back, Phillips, goal! Got it back, Collingwood. Back to 4 points, 5 minutes remaining. It was great buying of time from side bottom, waiting for Darcy Moore to get into a spot, Tim, wasn't it?
And you know the other great thing about that was the kick. He gave the kick great elevation, great height to allow Moore to run to the contest like he did. He probably should have marked that ball, but Phillips smart at ground level. How critical do these centre bounce clearances become now in the dying stages of this game? Treloar's in there, Pendlebury's in there, Broomhead's in there, who got the last clearance against Oliver, who's been terrific since half-time. Viney and also Tyson. You think Grundy's going to get the tap?
Who blinks first? 5 minutes to play. 4-point lead to the Demons. Phillips gets the last for the Pies. Who gets the next for the match? Broomhead tries to work his way through. Couldn't get there. Ball spills back in. And it is an angry mob looking for the same thing. That's the football. Neil Bullen ends up with it. Around the corner. It's a foot race. Lyndon Dunn, Cam Pedersen. Dunn appealed, and he realised the ball might come back in. Umpire gives the kicker the benefit of the doubt.
All of a sudden, it's one-on-one contest all over the ground.
All right.
All over the ground. Look how many players will be around this contest.
4.5 minutes. Melbourne by 4 points. Handball to the raging Hunt. Steaming run at goal, misses to the left. That would have nailed it shut.
Gee, that was an open part of the ground then for Melbourne. I mean, the ball was in their front half. Not a lot of Collingwood players there filling up the hole.
2 goals, 5 Melbourne in this last quarter, mate.
Well, you heard the umpire. He's played on. Jeremy Howe again, not quite.
Great.
Oliver, smothered, brilliant from Howe. Got up, tackle. So an attempted mark, a smother and a tackle, all in 6 seconds. Vince settles, paddles it back. Now a chance for Hunt. Steps around Treloar. Puts the ball low, dangerous. Grundy. Harms doesn't know where it is. Little one from Scharenberg. They're out.
Beautiful handball out of trouble. Collingwood have got to score though. You just can't keep playing, keep you off football. Here's side bottom. Handball over the top to Treloar. Loves to run the straight line. 2 bounces, they'll get him. Not before he got the kick away. High ball more. Over the back, Greenwood. Melbourne out of defence once again. And here they go with Lewis.
And the number that Neil Danaher used to wear, the 6, works at Devine, desperate. He didn't get it the first time, got it the second, through the legs. Somehow Adams, by hand. Phillips being huge, low ball, Hibbert. Got his body behind the ball, tackle was on, Dunn left it behind, make that Hunt. Couldn't quite get hold of the football. Then over his head, down his back, puts the tackle on. 3 minutes to play,
against
5-point lead. Free kick going the way of
Melbourne.
Jaden Hunt.
Dived on the ball. Greenwood.
Well, he's brought it
by Hunt. Just have a look at this again. Just drag the ball in underneath him. Hunt was holding it underneath him.
Little unfair, but that's where it is. So Hunt now goes a high footy. Up goes Grundy. Then the Melbourne Footy Club here battling for a big win. It comes back to the Pies to go. His kick was partially smothered. Vince is under Phillips pressure. Collingwood have got a 2-on-1. Greenwood can't shake the tackle. Got her off the side bottom. He's mauled by a couple. Almost thrown over the fence he was.
He tried to evade this prior opportunity.
And Melbourne have won the free right in front of their beloved. 2 minutes remaining. Melbourne by 5 points.
The Demons trying to make it back-to-back win. First time since round 2. Tyson Picks out Hoskin Elliott. The Pies trying to make it a month of wins. Hoskin Elliott to the debutant in Moore. To Adams. Over the top to a running Treloar. Hibbert might have got a fist in there. Knocked it to ground. Oscar Elliott. Oscar McDonald finds some space. Harms on the end of it all. Kick forward to Watts. Might not have to break stride. Bounces kind. Runs inside 50. Jones screaming for the ball. Watts kicks. Goal.
He ran so hard then, Jack Watts, from the midfield when he realised he could get on the end of it.
Hoskin Elliott, though, had to run at him because he had coverage behind him in Lyndon Dunn. Lyndon Dunn was actually going to go and pick up the next Melbourne player. Great play then by the Melbourne leaders, though. Immediately after that goal, they've all gone forward. They've hoiked all the numbers behind the ball here now. Collingwood will line up with 7 players on the back of the square here.
So this is really interesting. Neil Danaher watching on there, his beloved Demons. But have a look at the Melbourne backline. Look at the numbers. 11 players back they've got. This is something that perhaps other clubs haven't done to protect the lead. Let's see if it works then. We're told by so many that it couldn't work. Now Taylor Adams inside 50. Just got the need of ball. And look at the numbers for the Demons here right now. It's anyone's footy. Melcham under there.
See, that looked like a push in the back of Adams there just before he kicked that ball too.
Listen to the noise at the MCG. The Pies got out to a 28-point lead. Demons by 11. They've got the numbers back. Harms. Some territory for the moment. Some breathing space for the moment, but it's going to come back. The barrage will continue from Collingwood. Howe to the top of the square. Here's a chance. Little one from Moore. Pendlebury squeezes it. Has he gone all the way?
Oh,
what's a fingernail on it?
Goal umpire extremely confident not to go to the review. And that is why, because it was a metre inside. Great call. 10-point margin. Melbourne are going to win it. Melbourne are into the 8. Pies had a healthy lead. Couldn't hang on. Lyndon Dunn, Nate Jones are all there. And this is going to excite the red and blue.
Settle down, guys.
Fans are going to go absolutely berserk here.
Rockets, who are they? Okay.
Neil Danaher incredibly excited as well. Treloar to Adams. Around the corner. Inside 50 mark taken by Fasolo. Got to do it quickly. Going to run out of time. Time is ticking. Runner hasn't gone out. Collingwood runner is standing on the ground. That's why he can't get the message. That's why he should get off the ground. The goal is kicked, but it'll have no effect on the 4 points. And Melbourne have won. $70,926.
Game of football, 9 lead changes, and the Demons win. They were gutsy, they came from behind, they were 28 points down. It was courageous. I reckon it was one Neil Danaher would be proud of.
It was a great game of football, and then 30 goals scored. It was one of those games where it kept you guessing right to the end. See Jones there on screen alongside Howe, who took one of the speckies of the year. And Neil Danaher just inching his way towards the Melbourne players there. Bernie Vince just approaching him, but it really was a great game of footy this afternoon.